Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 as Pandya Kingdom. In the last episode we declared war on Maharashtra up here to take this county, which we have a de jure claim on since it is part of our kingdom by all rights. It's going to be a fairly big war over only a single county, so, you know, maybe not strictly speaking worth it, but has to be done at some point, so I suppose it may as well be now. We already fought the army from his ally Rashtrakuta and won, and we should have more troops remaining than the Maharaja of Maharashtra. Try saying that several times quickly. So we're in a pretty good position. We'll go and look for his army now and try and fight it, and there it is. He's in plains, so we'll try and go in without a river crossing. We do have an advantage of about 1,600 men or so. So there is no river crossing from the county we're in. So if we can go straight in and catch him, we'll try to do that. A couple of pretty large battles here could well give us 100% all by themselves. If not, we'll wipe out or at least greatly deplete his army and then probably go down and siege the target county. So let's hope this goes well. And with our extremely good martial skill, we are... well, we already broke his center. Looks like he's leading the center personally actually, so it's probably going to be a pretty quick victory. Our kinsman became a scholarly theologian, okay. Alright, pretty good victory there. He's headed to this county, so we'll follow. Looks like we're probably not going to get to 100% from battles. Oh, and this Raja down here has died in battle already. So now we have a 15-year-old Raja who is not particularly pleased with us. Okay. That's fine. Unfortunately, we have no more counts that are rightfully his to transfer vassalage to him. That's okay though, we captured a mayor. And we're at 72% with his army wiped out, so let's head down here and start sieging the target county. The barracks are getting built. Let's take a slight detour here actually to fight this little army. This is something that's going on down here in Lanka, okay. And we still have somebody set as special interest down there, I guess. May even be getting ticking war score against us at this point for not controlling the county. No, it's still at 0, but we will. Who is this guy? Oh, Rashtrakuta. Okay. He won his war there, I guess. I think he actually lost the rebelling county to this other Maharaja up here. And has actually just called him into this war, it looks like. Okay. Or rather, this guy has called him in. That's fine. We wiped out both their armies, so they shouldn't be any threat to us. We lost our chaplain type guy, so we'll appoint you instead. I think we do still have non-Hindu provinces, so we'll send him to proselytize. Now we should disband these troops too as well. And my son somehow became a charismatic negotiator, despite the fact we are a brilliant strategist. So, didn't turn out to be as good a military character as he could have. He's reasonable at diplomacy though. So we should get him married. maybe to someone of high rank, or perhaps we should prefer a good genetic trait, if we can find one. There's a strong 11-year-old, or a quick 14-year-old. Genius 7-year-old, I think I'd prefer not to wait that long. It's a strong 14-year-old. I think we'll go with the quick 14-year-old. So they'll be able to get married in a couple of years. Hopefully start making quick babies. I realize I could remove the leaders from this army to avoid these siege events, but I don't think I'm going to bother. Though we are losing a lot of men to them. Alright, so up to 78%. May as well siege the other two holdings here, and then I'll probably go and look for his army. Though I may disband and re-raise my levies first, since there's an extra couple of thousand troops we could get. Here's an army. So since we know he's nearby, I might just go looking for him now. Though if I don't find him quickly, I'll probably just go back and siege. Oh, this is more happenings down in Lanka. Okay. Alright, we'll just go siege this. Since we need every holding to get the ticking war score. Might get us close to 100% anyway. Probably not. Probably won't be worth more than about 5%. Looks like 6.6 is about the average going rate. Okay, quicker levy reinforcements is good. Not sure what he's doing, he must just be wandering around. Aha, and we have an independence faction. Because of our grumpy duke here. Well, we'll appoint him our seneschal. Not actually sure how that word is pronounced either. I guess we'll give him a gift too. It's quite expensive, but there you go. He doesn't like that we've raised his levies, and he considered us a foreigner as well. And he also doesn't like me because he has this weak claim on the county that I granted to his grandfather, I think, at this point. And then revoked from him. So really that strategy of granting the title and revoking it after you press the claim, it is effective, but it does have lasting consequences for some time. So, actually at this point I'm just going to bring my armies back and disband them, because we're going to be carried to 100% pretty quickly by the ticking war score. So there's no real reason to fight any more battles or start any more sieges. Alright. So apparently our newly acquired county is in danger of passing from our realm through inheritance. So we can hope that doesn't happen, or we could potentially raise our crown laws. I think this would mean that vassal titles can no longer pass outside the realm through inheritance. Although, I think it's probably a bad idea since we already have some people forming some little factions here. Seems our Duke is a little happier though. Good news, my lord, we have received credible reports of a recent sighting of the Great White Tiger in the province of Kanchipuram. Saddle my horse. Okay, so it looks like the civil war that was going on down here has ended. We'll see if anywhere there is vulnerable to attack, probably after we go on this hunt for the White Tiger. You've gathered your followers and your hunting dogs, you've saddled your horse and prepared your weapons, ready to set out to hunt the Great White Tiger. This time it will not escape me. Well, judging from past experience, it probably will escape me, but let's try to be optimistic. You spend weeks in the wilderness searching for any trace of your prey, but are forced to return empty-handed. You are sure that no one's impressed by your failed adventure. So I suppose we'll just lose the 20 prestige, since that won't make much of a difference to anything. My spy master has given me bizarre and repulsive evidence concerning this vassal. Concerning her sexual preferences. How shall I use this juicy information? Expose and denounce her publicly, giving me a reason to arrest her? I don't think we really need to arrest her. Although she's actually married to one of my other vassals, which means that their heir is going to, assuming it's the same heir for both of them, is going to inherit both counties. It's not a big deal though. She's not in any factions and not too likely to join them since she's pretty happy, so we'll just keep it to ourselves. So we'll see what we can do down here then. I believe it was this duchy that we had potential claimants, all with weak claims. Just the one who's currently willing to accept it. But of course we won't be able to press a weak claim while there's an adult male on the throne. If duchies still have thrones? Not sure it counts as a throne, but we should actually be able to kill him and get a regency in power there. So let's get that plot started. Let's see how far this gets us. To 140. I'll deal with you in just a second. How likely are we to get above 200? About 0% likely, so we'll just leave it at that for the moment. This guy claims he would be a better marshal than my other marshal. Which he would. So I suppose I will say yes. Have him train troops in my capital. We do have one more war we can declare, I think, without having to invite any claimants. That's the de jure war for this county. Though I think it might be a better idea to save that for a time when we need to increase this Duke's opinion. More likely to increase his heir's opinion. Okay, our betrothed son can marry. Let's get that done. We can collect a royal aid duty to pay for their ceremonies. We don't need the prestige, so we'll just gain the gold. And our truce with this guy, and also... Actually, we never had a truce with this guy, even though we were at war with him. He came in as an ally, so we have a truce only with the Maharaja up here. So we still could potentially find a claimant to this duchy. If there was a strong claimant, which there's not. We actually couldn't press that de jure ducal claim yet because we still have a truce with that guy. Though only for a few more months. My second son became a misguided warrior. Okay. That's fine. Suppose we'll try and marry him off for an alliance. Though we don't particularly want an ally with Rashtrakuta. Since we are most likely going to be attacking them. On many occasions. Right, Rajput, where is that? There's only a Raja, okay. Well, you know, that's fine. We probably don't really need alliances anyway. Okay. Still this plot here hasn't fired. I wonder if we could also get a claimant to the next duchy on up here, which is this one. Ooh, in fact there's a strong claimant. Alright. So we wouldn't even have to wait for Regency to be in power to press this one. Yeah, let's go ahead and invite him right now. We do still have a truce up there, so we can't declare war yet, but we may as well invite him immediately. We'll set him as special interest. And I think it was October that our truce expires. Right on cue, there it is. So, with that gone, we can probably just give him, again, this county and then press his claim, I think. Probably no reason not to do that right now. The alternative strategy to giving him this county, or any county in our capital duchy, is to take the much longer route of fabricating a claim on one of these counties, then granting that to the claimant, and then pressing the claim for the rest of the duchy, which is something that I've done before and is sort of neater in that he never ends up with a claim on this county and never, you know, you don't have to fight him to take the county back or anything, but it is slower, so we are just going to do the previous method, the grant him this county, then revoke it back later strategy. So we'll grant him this, and we should be immediately able to press his claim for the Raj. In fact, I think we get all the land there, not just the de jure land, which is good. Let's go ahead and declare. Probably should have checked his allies before this, but I can't imagine he has too many powerful ones. We'll raise our troops. Have them all meet back here, disband these ones. But the rest of the war is actually going to have to wait for the next episode, because we are just about out of time for this one, so thanks for watching, and join me again then.